Horton goes wide, Stone's half clear, back to Philliskirk. Barker's cleared again. There was a bit of a late challenge there on Barker on Mateo, but he's done well. Kretschmar gets a toe, but it goes back out to Conlon. It's early foul pressure here, shot comes in. Good hands from Jeb Ward. 10 minutes on the clock so far, and not a great deal of action in terms of goal scoring chances. Both sides almost finding each other out. I kind of thought this would be a game, a few chances. Claydon goes down the left, whips the ball in, that's a beautiful ball, and there's the golden goal! Tavon Campbell is on hand to steer that in from the left hand side, and just as I say, there's not much happening. Stones are up and running. Lovely work goal from Wealdstone. It came down the left hand side. Tavon Campbell played into that left hand channel. The dangerous Charlie Claydon was there. It's a beautiful ball across the face of goal, and there's Tavon Campbell there to steer it into the top corner past Theo Richardson. And on 10-11 minutes, it's Wealdstone 1, AFC Fylde 0. And Obi joins the attack from defence. Goes wide to Tom Walker. Walker looking to beat Claydon, but Claydon does well to not give his position away. And that's Whitehead looking long. And that's that corner. That's a corner deflection from, I think it was off Obiero there. The call for handball was that, just trying to look who that is, was that? Sharman brought it down. Claims for handball, but the referee didn't give it. Sharman tried to get a shot off, but Obiero stuck out a leg, deflected away, and it's a Fylde corner that Tom Walker's going to take. Hopefully we'll be there. I think it's mid-November. We're going there on a Tuesday night this year. It's not quite the last day of the season or the bank holiday. It's another break down the left-hand side. Claydon gets forward again. He's got Bowen in good space. Bowen finds some shots. Oh, he's put it straight at Richardson. Richardson kind of telegraphed where he was going, but he's done really well to cling on to that because Obiero was following up. But in the wittering on of me talking about Southend there, Stones break again down that left-hand side. Charles Claydon's proven to be a real outlet. Whitmore in turn feeds Campbell. To be fair, it's fairly good defending by Whitmore, who came across and covered well. Maybe he could have been expecting a corner, but referee's given the goal kick. And Fylde it to break down the left-hand side. Barker's there, Obiero helps it on and finds Sam Bowen. Rather wastefully gives the ball away. Sharman looks to build down the left-hand side again. He's a strong player, is Sharman. Just looking who's that taking. I think it's Horton going to swing it in from the left-hand side. And there's Mateo, and that is 1-1. There's the danger of goal on Mateo. So on 37 minutes here, it's Wealdstone 1, AFC Fylde 1. A little bit out of nowhere to a certain degree, but it was a flighted free kick on the left-hand side from Nick Horton. It's a beautiful ball, to be fair. It's just in that awkward space in between the penalty spot and the 6-yard box. And Mateo, as we know he's so strong at doing, he's just risen and guided a header, used the pace of the ball to just steer it into that near post, far post space. Didn't really give Jed Ward much of a chance. So Stone's looking to regroup here. A little bit of a shell shock there because they looked relatively comfortable. I dare say in open play, Fylde have offered not a great deal so far. But obviously with an Mateo, that looks a good, another searching ball on the left-hand side. This is like the first goal. Claydon brings it forward and finds Bowen on the edge of the box. He's got two around him. Searches for a ball, finds Alex Dyer. It's a shot off, claims for a handball. Referee not interested. And Mateo does really well again up there. Has he won the ball well? He has. Does really well to bring Sharman into play, who brings it forward down the left-hand side, cuts inside and hits one at goal. Swirled in the wind, but Jed Ward does well to get down and maintain control. Bit of frustration from the Stones management team down in front of us. Dyer takes it on the turn. It's a good play. Claydon picks up, drives in midfield. Oh, he done so well there. It's lovely play from Stones. Claydon again, looking the danger man, cuts in from the left-hand side. I think his shot looked to actually wrong foot Richardson, but just dressed wide of that far post. Pierce Bird. We're underway for the second half, and it's pretty blustery. I don't know if you can hear the wind howling through my microphone, but yeah, the wind seems to have really picked up. I had a little wonder during the half-time break. It's actually swirling or driving across the pitch from, as the camera's looking from the far side towards us. So I'm not sure there's any particular advantage. That's a good foot there from Sam Bowen. Drives forward well. He's held up well by Whitmore in midfield, and Stones recycle the ball. Look at Nick Horton about to take this free kick and realise that both he and Danny Philliskirk have got yellow boots. That's probably why my confusion comes from. Mateo again looking dangerous in the box. Can't get much purchase on the header. Stones fans attempt to find a bit of their voice, and Mundle-Smith does really, really well to step forwards there. Kretschmar's in acres of space here, cuts inside, goes for the shot. I kind of think that's the wrong choice. He had Claydon out on his left-hand side. I think it was Whitmore that got across to just take the sting out of the shot, and it tamely went through to Richardson in the final goal. So after saying I wouldn't be surprised to see Stones make a sub, it looks like the Coasters might be about to make a change as Josh Kay warms up in front of me. That's a really good ball and a fantastic touch from Sharman down the left-hand side. Obiero does well to hold him up. That's a good foot from Dyer, finds Bowen. That's a good play from the Stones. They're looking for the ball forward, but again it's just rather scrappily put forward. And oh, Connon's lost it, and Dyer drives forward. He's got Campbell, who's got a man across him. Oh, he looks for the foul, but I think Emeka Obi just did enough to usher Campbell off the ball. I wonder if the game is set for one of those guys to come on and with their intricate play. It's a good searching ball. Barker sets, Obiero does well, but Conlon recovers well. I thought for a second Obiero just got ahead there, but yeah, Conlon did well, and he's done really well to find Horton, who goes for goal. That's a hell of a strike, you know. What a strike that is. Wow. Wow. Incredible vision from Nick Horton. He's picked up the ball in the middle of midfield, and from 5 yards inside his own half, he spotted Jed Ward miles off his line. Conscious of that wind, I wouldn't be surprised that they'd been aware of that, but regardless, the technique, the execution to pull that off, that is, I doff my cap to you, sir. That's a hell of a strike. And Fylde now lead 2-1. Stones come forward again with Charlie Barker, finds Cook down the right-hand side, legs through Conlon. Oh, that's a late challenge from Pierce Bird. Straight through the back of Michael Obiero. Could be in trouble here, Bird. That's probably just a yellow, but that's straight through the back of Michael Obiero there. Jack Cook got a little bit of luck that his pass went straight through the legs of, I think it was Conlon on the left-hand side, and as Obiero came in to turn it down the channel, he was quite cynically brought down by Pierce Bird. He's going to find himself into the referee's book to join, I think it's just Ashley Charles. Stones have a free kick here on the right-hand side, swung in by Ashley Charles, doesn't beat the first man, and Josh Kay's there to clear. Foul go long looking for Sharman, who does really well to hold up. It's a little bit easy there from Jaden Mundle-Smith to let him to bring that down, but Sharman recycles well and finds Danny Philliskirk. He's going to try his effort from goal, and pushed away by Jed Ward. Beard takes a long throw. Mateo's in there, and it chops around in the Stones box. Dangerous again from Mateo. Oh, that's Bird again, and he's surely going to go. That was very, very late. That was a late swing. Yeah, I think that's the end of Bird's afternoon. Filed it down to 10 men. 2 yellows in the space of 3 or 4 minutes for Pierce Bird. If I'm honest, neither of them are I think he can argue with. The first was cynical, the second was just reckless. A wild swing at Max Kretschmar. So Pierce Bird is walking, Fylde down to 10. So both sides looking to make changes now. I can see Nathan Ferguson and John Ushtabasi looking to come on here for Fylde. Charlie Barker brings the ball forward. He's got two out wide with Micah Obiero and Jack Cook. Stones need to be patient here. Seeing lots of the ball. Cook chooses to swing it in. That's a good searching ball. Somewhere between Richardson and possibly Obi. I think they just about dealt with that. That was a good ball. Claydon picks up. Ferguson gets his first touch. Looks to play into Kretschmar. Kretschmar out to Obiero. This is promising from the Stones. Obiero drives a goal. It deflects off Conlon, and it's a Stones corner. Ferguson out to Bowen. He's got time. There's men at the back post. Goes back out to Ferguson. Well, that's a delightful ball. Oh, class from Ferguson on cutting back onto his left foot, and he just dinked that across the face of goal. But no one had really taken a gamble on the back post, and it sails beyond Richardson's back post, and here comes that final change from Fylde. And they're clearly going to protect what they've got here as Davis comes on to replace Mateo, who's, I mean, he's been hugely effectual on Mateo. Stones trying to move Fylde across the pitch. Fylde looking to keep these two banks of four with just Sharman up top. Claydon comes in field, tries to exchange passes with Ferguson, who does well. Looks for Mundell-Smith, option's not there, so he recycles back to Dyer. That's a lovely pass from Dyer. Ferguson's in here, across the face of goal. There's Jack Cook. Didn't get hold of it properly, and Richardson punches it away from his goal line. Bowen picks up again. It's promising from the Stones as Dyer goes forward. Goes across the face of goal. Whitmore clears. Cook's there to pick up. Foul, claim a foul. I think that's more of a foul than some of the ones that have been given today. Bowen picks up, cuts in field. He's closed off again. Stones trying to move Fylde across the pitch. Fylde looking to keep these two banks of four with just Sharman up top. Claydon comes in field, tries to exchange passes with Ferguson, who does well. Looks for Mundell-Smith, option's not there, so he recycles back to Dyer. That's a lovely pass from Dyer. Ferguson's in here, across the face of goal. There's Jack Cook. Didn't get hold of it properly, and Richardson punches it away from his goal line. Bowen picks up again. It's promising from the Stones as Dyer goes forward. Goes across the face of goal. Whitmore clears. Cook's there to pick up. Foul, claim a foul. I think that's more of a foul than some of the ones that have been given today. Bowen picks up, cuts in field. He's closed off again. Stones move forward again. That's a delightful pass from Dyer out wide to Cook. Cook cuts inside, squares up Conlon, but Conlon's done well to get a toe in there. It's just not quite happened for Stones down this right hand side today. Found a lot of the ball. It drops out nicely to Campbell. Wastefully fires over. Ferguson picks up well. It's a really good challenge by Ushtabasi. He's done really, really well. Can't quite take the ball in his stride though, and Stones put it back. Ferguson drives forward. He's got Alaraki out to his left. Ferguson does well. Fashions an opportunity with a strike! What a strike from Nathan Ferguson. Stones are level. Brilliant from Nathan Ferguson. Picked it up on the left-hand side, drove forward. He had the option of Tarin Alaraki on his left-hand side, but he chose to come in, and he's hit a fierce, stinging drive from 20 yards just outside the box. Went across Richardson and nestled into that far corner. It's Tarin Alaraki who's going to swing this one in. One last chance for the Stones. Stood up towards the back post. There's Charlie Barker, brilliant little touch, helped into space. It's good clearance there. Header comes in, and there's the winner from Tavon Campbell. What a brilliant strike from Campbell. And right at the death, Wealdstone have won it again. Superb play from Charlie Barker, who showed great composure to hold the ball up at the back post from the dinked-in corner from Alarakia, helped it back in. Cook and Campbell both went for it, but a bit of acrobatics from Campbell. And Wealdstone have won it at the death. Wealdstone 3, AFC Fylde 2.